Hey, yo, man. Hey, top of the morning, man. I hope everybody had a blessed Friday night, man. You feel me? Welcome to the Grady Mac TV. You feel me? And everything I said say in this video is allegedly and for entertainment and educational purposes only. You feel me? And if you new up over here, you feel me? Like, subscribe. If you ain't subscribed, feel me? Share the live. You feel me? Uh, we over here, you see the thumbnail, you feel me? Over here talking about Marcellus Williams. You feel me? The execution, wrongful execution of him. You feel me? We can call that murder. You feel me? Same time, meantime, a 20 times chat. You feel me? We go get into that, but we go get into this too though. Real quick. You feel me? Something soft and smooth this morning. Something soft and smooth this morning. You feel me, chat? Something soft and smooth this morning. Give me a second.
Everybody's got to straighten out something sometime. I don't care how old you are, how young you are. I don't care if you're married, single, divorced, engaged, or shacking. You got to straighten out something every now and then. But I want you to think about all the times that you've heard somebody say, let's straighten it out. Think about it. And I guarantee you that most of the time, it was a man who said it. Now, the reason why I say that is, well, let's face it, most of the time it's a man who makes it crooked in the first place. We don't mean no harm, that's just the way we are. Sometimes we do have a tendency to sort of take it for granted, don't we? Always acting like we don't understand some things. But I believe a woman feels things deeper than a man. I don't care what nobody says. I believe a woman loves stronger than a man. But you see, sometimes we just don't seem to understand. I know because, you see, I'm speaking from experience. Because I came home one day, my woman was just going all around the house, not having very much to say. And I was kind of puzzled. I didn't know what to do. So I looked her straight in the eye and I said, sit yourself down, girl, and talk to me. And tell me what's on your mind. Don't you keep on telling me everything's okay. 'Cause if it wasn't, you wouldn't be crying. You've been tossing and turning in your sleep lately, baby. Sitting around pouting all day long. Now how the hell you expect me to understand when I don't even know what's wrong? Let's straighten it out, baby. Straighten it out, honey. Let's straighten it out. Let's straighten it out. For the last 5 nights, honey, when we went to bed, oh, I could tell something just wasn't right. When you turned your back to me and you covered your head, oh, you didn't even say goodnight. If you're tired and you don't want to be bothered, baby, just say the word and I'll leave you alone. Instead of laying there crying your eyes out, baby, you and me ought to be kept at all. Let's straighten it out, baby. I said straighten it out. Ah, let's straighten it out. I want to straighten it out. I said straighten it out. Baby, let's straighten it out.
Yeah, man, let's straighten it out, man. Let's straighten it out, man. Let's straighten it out. All right. We finna get to it. Finna get to it, chat. Hold on. I can't. Play with camera. Hear me, chat? That's what I was doing. But yeah, man, we finna get into Dallas Williams, man. Because I did a short little video on this the other day. He was executed, and that was messed up. That was wrongfully. He was wrongfully executed by the state of Missouri. He was a black brother, you know, and they wrongfully executed that man. You feel me? It wasn't no his DNA wasn't footprints, it matched fingerprints, blood, DNA, all that. You feel me? None of that stuff matched that man DNA at all. You feel me? So, you know, we're gonna dive up into this. Hold on, check, cause I gotta get it together. Okay, I gotta get it together. You feel me? Last time, you feel me? I came over here, you feel me? I was tapped in, let y'all know whether you feel me, where we was coming from the jump. You feel me? So now we finna get really into it because I'm gonna have to we finna listen to this. Is it supposed to be supposed to be supposed to be an interview from him, you feel me? While he was in prison. Did you feel me? I want to break it down. I want y'all to hear a couple of these little clippings, you feel me, from these news people and what they got to say about, you feel me, and how the judge in Superior Court reacted on this situation when this man was innocent. You feel me? So that's what we finna get on right now. You feel me? That's what we about to get on right now. We'll get to it right here. Get to it right here, chat. And I'm gonna
want to know how I got this $50,000 check for an accident I was involved in over 5 months ago? Look, if you've been injured in a car accident,
I didn't took notes and shit.
Right now, you're looking at an innocent man currently awaiting execution. 7 years ago, the DNA on the murder weapon was finally tested and proved it was not his.
Whoever handled this knife left DNA. It is not Marcellus Williams.
His execution was stayed by the then governor, and a panel was convened to reassess his conviction.
Today, a panel will work to decide if that evidence proves Williams is innocent.
So, why is he still here?
How innocent do you have to be to avoid being executed?
This is injustice. It's wrong. The evidence shows my dad is innocent.
The closer you get to execution, the stranger things get.
This interview remains the only one Marcellus has been able to give on camera from death row.
Right now, as you see, I'm sitting in prison on death row.
My friend Noah did it 6 years ago while working on a documentary about Marcellus' son's boxing career.
He's aspiring to be the champion. I believe that he feels that if given a chance, he will be
His son's a boxer
the
too,
heavyweight champ.
I'm his only child. His son. I'm a professional fighter, but I've been fighting my whole life outside the ring.
Because of the fighting outside the ring, his boxing career was cut short, and as such, so was Noah's documentary. Fast forward 6 years later, Marcellus is still in death row. Noah comes to me with the work he's done so we can make this piece that you're watching right now. Noah gave me a rundown of what he was able to capture over the time he was working on this documentary.
Sat down with him for a few hours and just talked. And from there, just started diving in.
And then I flew to Missouri to follow up and to figure out what has been happening since he sat down with Marcellus. It's an unbelievable story that has to be heard, and one that is still hard to comprehend once you take it all in. It's one littered with stunning revelations and broken promises, and one that puts Missouri's years-long fight against overturning wrongful convictions directly in the spotlight. All right, before we get into the rest of the story, I just want to take a minute to say thanks for being here. This video you're about to watch is the culmination of months of work and years of work by a friend of mine before that. None of this would be possible without you and without today's sponsor, Delete Me. The amount of information out there on everyone in this video and everyone that I research regularly is kind of alarming, all available at just a few clicks. The same actually goes for my own, which I kind of found out about after running Delete Me's thorough search. Months ago, I had personally sent emails requesting to get my information removed from certain sites I had found it on, and thought I'd done a pretty good job, until Delete Me search returned dozens more from data brokers I didn't even know existed. These profiles included things like social security numbers, recent addresses, information about my relatives, and a lot more. The first search they did here reviewed 2,000 listings, and Deborah McClain was murdered in her kitchen with a knife. To the story. On August 11th, 1998, Felicia Gale, a 42-year-old former reporter for the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, was brutally murdered in her home in St. Louis, Missouri. She had been stabbed over 40 times. It mimicked a murder that had happened just 24 days before. Another woman, Deborah McClain, was murdered in her kitchen with a knife taken from the home, an eerily similar scene to Felicia Gale's murder. The investigation languished for months. Despite the similarities between the two murders, the knives being left at both scenes, there being bloody footprints in Gale's house, the police had little to go on. No eyewitnesses, no leads for either. Then, a year later, there was a break in the Gale case. It came in the form of a man named Henry Cole, a jailhouse informant who had said his cellmate had confessed to the murder. That eventually led to the arrest of Marcellus Williams, who was charged with Gale's murder. McClain's murder remains unsolved to this day, but Marcellus was in lockup, so he couldn't have done it. The case against Williams for Gale's murder was largely circumstantial.
This was a very brutal murder of a woman who was found in her home having been stabbed to death. There were bloody footprints at the crime scene, fingerprints, hairs found in the victim's hand, none of which matched Marcellus. Those were not his bloody footprints. Those were not his hairs. That, right? And the fingerprints were destroyed.
The state's prosecution relied heavily on the testimony of two informants who had been incentivized to testify.
The only evidence they used to convict him is what we call incentivized informant testimonies. Individuals who came forward because they had something to gain.
The first was Cole.
So Marcellus had been in the workhouse, and someone who was incarcerated with him, here's there's reward money, and essentially says, I want this reward money and I want help with my own case, and says he won't even testify until he...
Hey, chat, y'all go back and look at my other video about this case. I said the same thing. You feel me? I said the same thing. Them people had something to gain from it. They heard that there was some money involved, and they wanted to go get that money. Period. They wanted to go get that money. and they had somebody to put it on. They were looking for a black man. They had to get him out the way so he can get old boy can get out of jail. And I said that too, Chat. I said that shit, Chat. I said that shit. I said that Selly he was told on that man so he can get up out of jail. I don't know what he was up in there for, but he told on that man to get up out of jail for sure, for sure. Let's get back to it.
He gets that reward money.
The second was Williams' former girlfriend, Laura Sorrow.
In addition, there's another individual, a woman who Marcellus was known to affiliate with. Notably, the two of them contradict each other in what they say would have happened and contradict physical evidence that's found at the crime scene.
The key piece of evidence brought against him was Gale's laptop, which he was said to have sold.
The last piece of evidence that they use is a laptop that had been taken from the victim's house that Marcellus did sell. But what wasn't presented at trial was that the woman that had come forward and said she had information and manufactured these statements about Marcellus is the person who gave him that laptop. And so it wasn't allowed to come out that really the only connection to the crime is this informant and not Marcellus Williams.
There were even eyewitnesses who had said they had seen a Sorrow.
So how the hell did they say that he gave the dude the motherfucking laptop when she was the one that gave old boy the laptop? And from my understanding, Chat, it's all allegedly what I'm saying. She called Marcellus' cousin to try to sell him the laptop. You feel me? She called his cousin to try to sell him the laptop. You feel me? If you didn't have nothing to do with this, why would you be trying to sell a laptop instead of Marcellus? Whoever she sold the laptop to, she had them say that they got the laptop from him. Her and Marcellus sell it. Them was the ones that probably committed that crime. But we finna get back to it. Let's listen.
Sorrow with the laptop while Marcellus was still in county.
Usually in death penalty cases, the evidence of guilt is overwhelming, and the only real issue you can litigate in most cases appropriately given. This case was different in that the evidence
poke holes in for most attorneys, but these problems continued at trial. Since his conviction, Williams has argued in several motions that he received 20 public defenders handled 80,000 cases in the state of Missouri. The state has repeatedly vetoed bills that would supply funding to help alleviate this caseload.
The Missouri State Public Defender System is asking for more taxpayer money. They say thousands of defendants are on waiting lists because the office does not have enough attorneys to represent them.
It leaves people like Williams with inadequate counsel and inevitable outcomes like wrongful convictions.
Preparing a case for trial takes hundreds of hours if done properly. And if not done properly, then we end up with all these wrongful convictions.
At jury selection, Marcellus ended up with the mostly white jury when the prosecution struck 6 of the 7 qualified black jurors. When the trial was over, despite the questionable witnesses and the evidence being all circumstantial, they deliberated for less than 90 minutes before finding him guilty. There's something in the U.S. judicial system called a Batson challenge that is supposed to prevent the prosecution from striking qualified jurors on the...
And that's another thing, Chat. You feel me? They had nothing but white jurors. They kicked the black jury out. They kicked the black jurors out off the case. You feel me? Excuse my language. They kicked the black juror off the case.
Sole ground of group bias, in this case, race. This was a black man being tried by an almost entirely white jury for a white woman's death in Missouri in the 1990s. When Marcellus' defense tried to argue Batson in a 2003 motion, the state indicated that the jurors were struck because the prosecution stated their clothing indicated they were trying to be different. But that was reason enough and not right racially motivated, so Batson didn't apply. For years, Marcellus pleaded his innocence. His case was taken up by multiple different legal teams who fought tooth and nail to finally get the DNA that they had found on the knife properly tested. It turned out to be another man's profile.
There is a DNA testing statute in the Missouri law, but it's real narrowly written, so we just had to make that request and a broader claim of that he was innocent, or there's enough doubts about his innocence that he shouldn't be executed, and we can prove it if you let us do this further DNA testing.
It's not always a weapon like in Marcellus's case where it's left in the victim's body. That's a incredibly obvious piece of evidence. To know that that wasn't tested was just shocking. It just blew my mind. Don't you think you should test it before you execute this man? Went through the evidence. I produced my analysis, which was pretty simple. There was a clear male profile on the handle, not Marcellus Williams. To me, that seemed sufficient to reopen the case.
This went on for months without any movement, no evidentiary hearings, no chance to present this new evidence. Then, at the last minute, just hours before his execution, the governor Eric Greitens decided to stay his execution.
Marcellus Williams would be dead tonight without Governor Eric Greitens issuing a stay of execution.
Marcellus remembers that day.
I was like maybe a couple of hours away from being executed. I actually seen the execution team go into the little room, with their little materials. I had already came to grips with that.
In staying the execution, Greitens cited the new DNA evidence and assigned a board of retired judges to convene and make a decision on if Marcellus deserved a new trial.
Governor Greitens will appoint 5 retired judges to the panel to review Marcellus Williams' case, including that new DNA evidence.
Everyone was hopeful.
It's looking way better than it was before. Anything better than him facing death penalty. So now he getting the chance and the shot he needed for them to look over the DNA evidence.
But the sentiment was short-lived because what happened following that was nothing short of stunning.
Hey, Chad, you see the judge just said he was resigning? That was the judge that marked it where he would not be executed. Because the evidence did not match him at all, in no way, no form, no fashion. You feel me? So I respect him for playing his part. He played his part. He played his position. And right, he knew right is right and wrong is wrong. And after he left, this new judge did what he did. Correct. Hey, hold on, y'all. Hold on. This guy, shout out to 1 Minute Remaining Podcast. This is you feel me? Some uh interview work from him. You feel me? So this is Marcellus Williams from jail. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Look, chat, man, we go, man, listen to me. This man, you feel me? This man, he was wrongfully accused of a crime he didn't commit. You feel me? The girl Laura, that's his girlfriend. That was his girlfriend. The dude Henry Cole, that was his cellie. That was his cellie when he was incarcerated. You feel me? They seen this shit just like the cellie said. He seen this shit on the news, and he reported they turned him in allegedly. You feel me? And he said he wasn't gonna testify until his release was confirmed for him to get out of jail, being incarcerated. But Laura and Henry, they knew each other. Glenn Roberts is the dude that had the laptop that Laura gave the laptop to. You feel me? And when dude got out of jail, the dude Henry, he kept calling the detectives and stuff for the about the money, about the reward money. So Henry got 5,000 and Laura got 5,000 for turning him in, but their story did not collaborate at all. You feel me, Jack? And then his blood and all that shit did not match at the crime scene. His blood, his fingerprints, his footprints, none of that shit matched at all. And it was hair supposedly been left behind too. And it didn't match. You feel me? And then when they did they tested DNA again in 2015, the same thing. And then on the knife, his DNA, it didn't match. The DNA matched the detectives. You feel me? So my thing, Chat, is they trying to frame this dude? Was the detective trying to frame him, or is the girlfriend and the cellie? Did the girlfriend and the cellie frame him? You feel me? But let's talk about it. Tap the like button, man. Share alive, man. If you ain't subscribed to coming in, man, go ahead and subscribe. Man, shout out to my OG, man, Real GTV, man. Man, he needs to get on this case too, because boy, I can just see him now, boy, going crazy, because they is wrong for this. They is totally wrong for this, Jack. Wake it back, man. You see, this is my reaction to this Marcellus Williams case. They unalived this man wrongfully. They unalived this man wrongfully, chat. You feel me? Share the live, man. Like and subscribe if you ain't subscribed. You feel me? Everything I'm sharing this video is allegedly. You feel me? And everything is for education and entertainment purposes only. You feel me? And this is a horrible case. This is from 1998. A Caucasian lady, all Caucasian jurors in Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri, in 1998. Come on, chat. If y'all know, y'all know. Back then, how black people had it in them kind of states back then. They had it hard. You feel me? They had it hard. Hey, they would have had it. See, chat, I'm gonna say this, chat, for real though, chat, because first and foremost, everybody have a past. You feel me? Everybody have a past. Everybody. You feel me? So what they did, they tried to use his past history on this case. You feel me? When okay, he had a past, a criminal past, but we got to talk about the situation at hand, the present. You feel me? We got to talk about the present. We can't talk about the past when we dealing with the present. You feel me? When we dealing with the present, we got to deal with the present. You feel me? None of his DNA, none of that shit matched, and none of that shit came back to him. You feel me? So for y'all to sit up there and to charge this man, not only just charge this man, y'all convicted this man, wrongfully convicted this man, because you innocent into proven guilty. He got proven innocent. He held his innocence from day one. When it's a crime committed like that, a heinous crime committed like that, they use DNA, they use fingerprints, and they say it was shoe prints and all that shit left behind. They use all that. And if none of them things match to the suspect, you have to rightfully and lawfully release that prisoner. That's by law. And as we see, these people will break the law. And they tell us that we need to obey the law when the law is supposed to protect and serve justice, when justice needs to be served, and justice was not served in this case or in this situation. This was a black man in the state of Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri, in 1998. And this was a Caucasian lady, a reporter or a journalist, you feel me? And y'all put this man in a courtroom full of Caucasian jurors, and y'all kicked the African American juror off the case. And even the jury, everybody say that this man is not guilty. Even the judge that was on the case, if everybody say these things, how can you convict this man? How can y'all execute this man? If this crime happened in 98, he was convicted in 2001. The DNA and all that, y'all did all that, and that didn't match then. Y'all still convicted this man. 2015, y'all go back 14 years later, or however many years later, y'all go and do the DNA again. And the same outcome come again. And y'all still convict and execute this man wrongfully and unlawfully. That's false imprisonment and fucking murder. That's modern lynching. It's called modern lynching is what the hell y'all did to this man. You ain't about to tell me shit. Law is law. Wrong is wrong, right is right. And y'all is fucking wrong all the way. Okay, okay, Chad, I was right. See, I was right. I was right. So she was a reporter, and then she became a journalist. Okay. But okay, Chad, you hear me though, Chad? You feel me? You guys smell what I'm cooking. You feel me? Did you hear what he said? He said in the robbery case, they used the same state witness that they used. They used in the same in this case right here. They used the same state witness. That shit crazy. The state of Missouri, they play dirty. You can tell y'all. I never want to go that motherfucker ever. This is what I want to know, chat though. You feel me? Did they even do the motherfucking DNA sample on Laura, Henry, or Glenn Roberts to see if any of their DNA matched anything at the crime scene? Did they check their fingerprints? Did they check they footprints? Did they take their hair? Did they check their hair DNA? Henry was a jail informant. He been a confidential informant. You feel me? So you hear me, chat? So did they check they shit? Did they check they footprints? Did they check their hair? You feel me? How can y'all convict this man and y'all don't got evidence that this man committed this crime in no way, no form, no fashion at all? That's my whole thing, chat. You feel me? So y'all tell me what y'all think about it. You feel me? Because I feel like they was wrong as fuck. Y'all let me know what y'all think. You feel me? Chat, do y'all hear it? Y'all gotta hear what the hell he's saying. You gotta hear what he's saying, chat. For real. You gotta hear what he's saying. Chat, we're gonna go back to hear it. He said something about another woman was they said another woman was killed similar, almost the same way. Basically, crime scene that was the same thing and everything, right? 3 miles away. What about that DNA? What about that DNA? What about the evidence from that crime scene? You feel me? Come on now. Come on now, Jeff. We'll get to the grits and strength. Well, hey, Bucko, I'm live right now. I'm calling right back. Well, I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. Yeah, but Jet, okay, if he wore gloves, Jet, how the fuck is his fingerprints? So how the fuck they go use this nigga motherfucking statement against him, and he was his celly. Nigga, you was a criminal. So you gonna say anything to cover your motherfucking ass? Period. fucked up. Y'all heard that shit? Because he committed that one robbery. Remember Glenn Roberts, y'all. Come on, chat. What y'all think about that? How the hell did that sound? It sound like, don't it sound like she put that shit up in his motherfucking car and then go tell the police to go check in his car, they will find it? Don't ain't that what the fuck that sound like to me? And to y'all too? I'm not fucking stupid. Come on, we ain't street stupid, man. Come on, man. We from the streets. Y'all been in the streets, man. You feel me? Come on, man. Y'all hear this shit? It was a setup and it's fucked up because you can't even get this man life back. We can't even get this man life back because he was wrongfully charged and convicted and executed for some shit that he didn't do. Did nothing fucking match to him at all. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's not enough. Okay, chat. Yeah, that was the first part. You feel me? I want y'all thoughts and y'all comments on this situation so far. What y'all heard on this case, and this when he was in jail for the first case. You feel me? This just the beginning, Jay. You feel me? I told you I'm gonna come with the sauce on this. And we gonna get all the way down to we'll get to the nitty-gritty. You feel me? Like I said, this you feel me is the motherfucking grits and shrimp, man, with the cheese, man. You feel me? So you feel me? We gonna get into it, you feel me? So if it come back to y'all, you feel me, with number two. You feel me? If it come back to y'all with number two, you feel me? I done gave y'all, you feel me, some sauce, you feel me? Like I said, you feel me? Like, subscribe, you feel me? Share the channel, you feel me? Comment, you feel me? Your thoughts, you feel me? And you feeling generous. Donate to the channel, you feel me? Cash app in the chat, you feel me? And it's on the channel. You feel me? So we gonna get it like that, you feel me? But this shit was wrong, you feel me? Because did nothing match him at all. Did nothing match him at all. So for him to be wrongfully charged, that's fucked up. You feel me? Y'all know my slogan, man. You feel me? It take a village, man. You feel me? To raise a kid. You feel me? So it take a village to raise this channel. You feel me? So I need y'all help to help me, to help y'all stay with the sauce. You feel me? And we gonna get this together. You feel me? We trying to build this up like a Lego with Legos. You feel me? Let's do it. You feel me? I can't do it without y'all. You feel me? It ain't no us and no I. You feel me? It ain't no you feel me? No I and you feel me? Motherfucking us. You feel me?